I just want to say, guys, that potato chips can never fill you up. You must understand that. I mean, you must understand that people over there at the mental health wards over there are eating all this junk food. And I learned something about how they eat, and they're eating some kind of food, but it's always the same meals. They're always in rotation. They're eating always the same meals, and it's much more how unhealthy it is, those meals. So I kept myself preoccupied, and I kept myself over here to feed myself strong over there. So I'm learning how to grow myself differently, and I'm understanding straight away. I'm learning how different it is, and I'm learning how you must understand that their food is very different. But now, since I'm understanding I can eat whatever I want, I have much more spontaneity about my life and choices. I'm living a greater life because of that. See, so anyway, so as I'm growing myself now, I have greater choices now because I'm looking for a better answer. And since I'm actually learning, I'm learning how my habits are getting better. I'm actually picking up more health aspects of life, and I'm picking up with how I'm eating, and I'm picking up with what I'm doing. But all I need to do is rotate myself around all day long while talking. Much more words, because I have to plan my life out to the best of my ability. And I have to role play myself much greater. So let's say my kids want me to go and do something for them. I have to follow them totally. So let's say my kids want me to walk around the house with them or whatever. I have to go and follow them. I have to follow them all the way. I want to see exactly what they want to do, because no matter what, my kids, I have to follow my kids. But guess what? Do I follow my kids? I probably should never follow my kids. I follow Jesus Christ. I mean, you understand? I probably should follow Jesus Christ, but I accept my kids. And now, if my kids want me to do something and they need something of me, I'll go and give them what they need of me. I mean, you understand? I'll go and give them what they need. But how do I understand their needs? I mean, how do I understand people's needs? So let's say you come up to me and you say, Danny, I need you here. I mean, let's say if I follow you, and if you're my friend, and if you're my family member, I make sure to go and do it for you. And now, guess what? I promise you, I only do it for you if you're my family member. But if you're my true friend, I promise you, then I follow you. I promise you, I follow you and I do it for you. I promise you, if you're my true friend. I mean, understand? But if you're somebody that I just met, actually, I never do it for you. I mean, understand? I mean, why is that? Because I just met you. I mean, how can I follow you when I just met you? I mean, understand? Which is just the way it is. I have to get to know you. I have to understand you much more for me to follow you. I have to get your background. I have to get your story. I have to get who you are. I have to get your habits. I have to see who you are. I have to uncover your information for me to trust you. I mean, understand? And that's how. And that's how I'm understanding straight away, no matter what, that if I uncover so much information about you and you're truly my friend, such as Tony Robbins is my true friend, I promise you. I promise you, if he said, Danny, come to my house over here, I promise you, I'll go to his house. I promise you, I'll go to his house. I just make sure I say, hey, Tony Robbins, send me $5,000, I'll come to you. I promise you, why is that? I promise you, I just say, book the flights and book everything for me for free to come to you. If you're my true friend. I mean, you understand? That's the way it is. I mean, understand? Because otherwise I can afford to come by myself. I mean, understand? It's more how it is. Yeah? I'm now, you guys must understand straight away how to be empathetic. And now, empathetic is being in other people's shoes. And then when you're being in other people's shoes, what are you doing? All you're doing is you're agreeing with them. And how do you agree with them? All you do is try to never get into a disagreement and try to agree with them. So if they're trying to call you sick, then just agree with them. Say, I'm sick. Try to conform to them. So if it's a doctor, say, I am sick. I am schizophrenic. I am this and that and that. But I'm never sick. I'm never schizophrenic. Understand? Try to conform to other people who are trying to make you sick. Because that way, you're agreeing with them. And that way, you can go furthest away from them. I understand? Promise you, it's very quick and easy. Promise you. And now, if they're trying to get you on a disability support pension, promise you, try to go on a disability support pension. Promise you, if they're trying to do something to you, then try to do that to yourself as well. I mean, understand? Because yes, promise you, it counts. Promise you, if they're trying to kill you, then try to kill yourself as well. Promise you, no. Promise you, never try to kill yourself. I should never try to kill yourself. But no. I should never try to do what they're trying to do to you. I should try to agree with what they're trying to do to you. I mean, I should try to agree with them totally. Is what I'm saying. So if they are shooting up injection in you, then accept it. And that's it. I'm probably just accept it. Without a fight. I mean, without fighting people. I mean, you understand? If you're trying to do something to help yourself, then grow. Now, if they're trying to do something to you, accept it. Accept it because they're trying to do it to you. They're never doing it for you. They're doing it to you. But they're also doing it for you. And anything that's doing it to you is doing it for you. You understand? Because that's the best treatment. And that's it. And you have to understand straight away. They have to understand the reactions and everything that's going on, yeah? So what you want to do is you want to give people more silence and you want to be able to go around helping in your life much more. So when I see my mum and family, I want to give them more silence. I want to give them more silence and I want to shh in front of them. I never want to be outspoken in front of them. I promise you why? Because they get angry. If I start being outspoken in front of my family members, they get angry at me. Just like people. People who are outspoken are leaders. They're leaders, of course. But they never ever try to go places where people get angry. I should never go to where people get angry. I should never get to people who get angry. I understand? I should never go to people who get angry. But what you do is try to be more silent, and in the silence, there is no anger in silence. If you give people more enough silence, then there is no time for them to be angry, is all I'm saying. So what I'm doing now is I'm helping myself to lead. I'm helping myself to see. I'm helping myself to grow. I'm helping myself to understand straight away the whole day I've been talking words. It's more how it is, but I'm understanding something. I'm understanding that I'm growing my conditioning. I'm growing the way I'm speaking out loud. I'm growing the way I'm talking. I'm doing it the most affordable way for now. And that's how I feel. I feel different. I feel that nice and beautiful, blissful vibe. But I'm practicing more than Tony Robbins is. I promise you, I'm doing much better than Tony Robbins in terms of how I speak. And I'm learning that quick art. I'm learning that quick art of fame. I'm learning how to understand something. I'm learning how to understand Gary Vaynerchuk, for example, does get in early in terms of social media, and he markets himself really quickly on social media. He starts putting up all these videos of himself on quickly in terms of quickly on social media, and he has fame for it. But the thing is that he somehow gets in early in the social media boom. I mean, understand? And that's how you have to go. And he simply becomes famous online through marketing himself online, through advertising himself around people. Because what happens with him, he sold wine for lots of money, and money. That money is just money. It's never lots of money. It's just money. He sold wine for money, and then he has all this money laying around, and just went giving free events around people, marketing wine and marketing social media and marketing like a motivational speaker, and that's how he has all that he has because of the wine that he sold. That's it. Now his dad's business is wine business. And that's it. I mean, understand? And you must understand that. So, it's much more how through marketing, and I'm talking about through marketing his wine online. He went marketing his own wine online, and now he's famous. Yeah, there you go. Now you must understand that it's much more how it feels. You must understand that no matter what, now I'm learning very quickly. There is a way. I have to be guaranteeing myself to grow myself differently. I have to be always improving myself and walking along the way, and walking and strengthening up my legs to go and talk more and to do more and to feel more and to understand to be on top of it every single time. And I'm learning very quickly about life, yeah? I'm learning to understand straight away how I'm learning the key art of differences. I'm learning the nice and beautiful feeling. I'm learning the nice and beautiful way of life, yeah? See, it's much more how it is. And I'm learning the differences of art, persuasion. I'm learning something different always. I'm learning to understand something about my life. And helping myself to agree. I agree. But with myself. I agree with who I am. But for myself to understand, to find empathy, I have to understand that with my kids over here, guess what? If they want something from me, I give it to them. Now, how do I be in their shoes? All I do is I do what they want of me. I do what they totally want from me. And that's it. I do what people want. But I follow Jesus Christ. I do what people want, and I do what people want, and I follow Jesus Christ. I do what people want, and I follow Jesus Christ totally, only. I only ever follow Jesus Christ, but I do what people want. I mean, you understand? That's how. Now, what else is there? Now, it's more how it is. It's more that. I'm learning how to quickly just abide by the rules and learn to explain myself and help myself to love myself differently. And I'm loving myself differently. I'm learning quickly about my life. I'm helping myself to include myself in the situation. I'm helping myself to grow. I'm learning quickly about life. I'm learning to see how I'm learning. I'm learning to grow, but no matter what, I'm learning that there's a different art form and there's different ways to do life. So what I want to do is help myself to remove any barriers that I never need. So I never have a barrier because I'm learning to speak to you guys. So what I want to do is go and let it be. I want to just lay on the bed for a bit. I feel like laying on the bed for a bit, and I'll let it be that way. See what I can do to invest in my business, which I have an idea over here, where I can make an application or a weight loss application that actually does the job for me. Now this weight loss application can make me money. And now I'm understanding that I can invest into it. Now let me just understand something. First I have to make all this money and pour money into an application. I have to design the application. And then I have to go advertise the application in front of people for free. I have to approach people one by one for free to make them try it for free. I then have to make people go and send me testimonials about that application within 3 years that they've lost the weight. I understand. Then I price the application because now I have all these reviews, and I ask for reviews, of course. I ask for people to review the application and stuff like that, and to show results in the application. And then I price it at a certain $15 per month, and guess what? I'm already a billionaire now. I'm already a billionaire if I can do that. Promise you, just one type of application that I can create right now. Promise you, it's much more how it is. And I can solve the problem. I can solve their problems. And it's much more how I see that it's a $1 billion idea. So I go for it. I understand straight away that the money is there, but now, how else can I make some money? I mean, can I make some money on my applications working in terms of working any other ways to improve this application of mine? Well, actually, what else can I do to make $1 million? Well, actually, now I can understand straight away how I can make festivals around places and make millions of dollars there. I can make millions of dollars there around my music. Actually, although I have to start DJing. And then how else I'll do it? Actually, then I have to go locally DJ, and then DJ around the world, and DJ regionally, and then around the world, and then make millions of dollars that way. But the $1 billion idea is the application. And now I can feed it. I can feed into this application. It helps me to work on it and design it. And now, somehow, some way, I get known by this application, of course, and I'll pass it down to my kids because I see how to do it. I actually see how to do it for myself, and it's very simple, but it has to work. It has to work because I understand it's $1 billion idea right there. So I have to invest money into it. And I have to make the application true. And then I have to sponsor it. I have to sponsor it, and then I have to go on the street asking people to try the application. Well, actually now, all I do is I ask for people's height and weight and stuff like that, and I make the system work true. I make sure that no matter what, I'm building this application now, and I have to go for it. If all else fails, go for the application. Danny Milivojevic. You must understand that it's much more how I feel, that somebody out there is making this application come true. And it's so simple. It's so simple of an idea to get testimonials and to get all this nice and beautiful application ratings. It's on the application site. And I just have to get people to test it. See, anyway, what I'm doing is I'm learning very quickly, and it's super fun and easy to interact with people. I'm understanding straight away how I have to learn much greater in terms of that it's super interactive. I'm understanding everything's super interactive, and I'm understanding straight away. I'm learning very quickly about the ideas. How else can I make $1 billion? Which I can make it through my weight loss application. I mean, how else? I mean, it's much more how I feel. That no matter what I'm doing, that it's much more of a skill. I do have $1 billion in my account and more. Actually, it's much more how I need to market it to people. I need to put on buses. I need to make people believe in it. I need to get so much successful results in it. But that's Danny Milivojevic can make $1 billion. Russia has a brand. Russia has my face, logo, alone. With life coaching techniques that I give out. I can charge people a lot of money to see me. Russia now, it's much more how I need to throw money into my business. I have to throw money back into myself over here. I have to throw everything of my money back into my advertising for Danny Milivojevic brand face to make all that $1 billion come true. Or throw it into the application. I'd rather throw it into the application. But then also there's music production. And guess what? Apparently there's a lot to do with everything. I'm understanding something now. I'm understanding how quickly I can get this application going. I can start coding, and I can start learning how to code my own applications. And if I do that, I'm learning how to win over. Learning how, it's much more how I feel. But the design, I can code it. I can code everything. And I can understand how I can code. I'm understanding how I can code easily, anything. And color code it. It's very simple. Technology. And technology that helps the world as well. And it's the application that helps you become vegan too. And it's much more how I feel. Now I'm learning something. I'm learning how to study upon my ideas. But I'm understanding how other people can steal your ideas. But it's much more how then somebody becomes a billionaire because of the ideas they made. It's more how it is. I see weight loss applications. I see if I go downloading weight loss applications over here, what should they? $1 billion businesses. So Jenny Craig is a business already that's doing it. So Jenny Craig. So Jenny Craig. Over here. So they're a weight loss business. And they have weight loss support. So I say net worth. So Jenny Craig net worth. See, $300 million. See Jenny Craig's story. And I understand how she done it. And she has $300 million. And it's more how it feels. I feel light and easy. It's light and easy. It's light and easy net worth. See, light and easy net worth. See, now it's much more how I feel. See, if you're understanding something about life, and you're learning how to invest in companies, and you're learning how you're doing much greater. So light and easy. Say weight loss. See, it's much more how it is. So no matter what, I'm learning. See, anyway, so it's much more how I feel. That no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about life. So I'm learning how my business idea is working. Somebody already made $300 million on just that idea. I mean, there you go. But she's doing a different aspect of life. I mean, she's doing it differently. And I'm not saying how my one business idea can grow. I understand straight away that this business idea is different. But what I need to do to start my business idea is color code my way through life. I need to go and throw it in to the computer to start coding the application. And I need to have somebody code it for me, because I need to find attraction in it. I need to focus on helping myself to grow myself. And I have the system. I learned the system. Actually, it's much more how I have the system. I have the $1 billion idea. But I need to make it work for me. So I'm understanding something now. I ask Jesus Christ how to know about it. I mean, Jesus Christ says, go to somebody quickly and put money into it and let it be. I see, go to somebody quick. I have to go to somebody quickly. See, coders, I have money right now. I have money now in my business. Over here, I say coders. I say hire a coder. So hire a coder to make an app. See, hire web app developers. I'm successful. So what I need to do is hire the top 3% of freelance developers. It's much more how I feel. See, let's go. I'm learning very quickly about learning to understand something about life. So I have money to do this now. I ask Jesus Christ what to do. Jesus Christ says, go and put $100 into somebody to start the application. Go and put money into somebody. Put money as a new idea or project. So I have a rough idea of what I want to build. I have a clear idea of what I want to build. But I don't have a written specifications. And I have clearly written. I have a rough idea. I say less than 1 week. So less than 1 week application. So what level of time commitment will you require from the developer? I say hourly. I see now, go ask Jesus Christ, does he want full time or part time or hourly, or I'll decide later. I see Jesus Christ says hourly. It's much better. I see JavaScript. I see popular skills. So you just go Java skills. See JavaScript. See HTML. See iOS. See a little bit that way. See how many people are employed at your company. So less than 10. See what do you need. I see when do you need when do you need the developer to start. I see immediately. I see, are you open to working with a remote developer? I ask Jesus Christ. So Jesus Christ says yes. I see what level of team contribution are you looking from the developer. I see executive or mid-level or senior individual or junior individual or entry individual. I ask Jesus Christ. I see executive. I see Jesus Christ says executive. I see anyway. I see I ask Jesus Christ less than 70 an hour or 70 90 an hour. I see Jesus Christ says less than 70 per hour. It's much more how I feel. I said looking for engineers. I see all these applications have different scenarios of life over here. I'm learning Danny Milivojevic. I see Danny Milivojevic. See this guy over here can do it. See Adam. See now. Anyway. See these people are all different. See it's much more how I feel. I wanna develop this weight loss application. So less than $70 per hour. So no matter what, I can realize something. Just slowly put money into it. I've slowly put money into this application. And it's my application. And design it over time. Or should Jesus Christ says that's the one. Or should just slowly design it over time. And get money from the government now and pour it back into the business. Oof. I mean, give it to him. I mean, guess what? It's not sure how I feel. And then what I do is I go into people's faces and I ask for people to test the application. I mean, test and go for it for free. And I promote the application for free. And I have to go to people's faces. So I have to develop myself to go for free in front of people's faces and ask them delivery. There's just on, in terms of just in front of their face, to come and try my application. And just keep going. And if they say, what's it for? I say, just to help you lose weight. I say, it's just to help you lose weight. I say, it's just to help you to do this and this. Or should just try it. I say, just try it. And it's much more how I feel. And I have the knowledge and I have the nice and beautiful necessary knowledge to back it up as well. And it's more how it's going to tell people to go this way and this way. And it's much more how I want to create a soccer stance from application to application. I want to make sure that no matter what, that I pick a selection, and it's more of a selecting tool. I mean, out of all the knowledge, and then the operation, then it says, from out of nowhere, I want to say, this is what you never eat from now on, for 2 weeks. But you have to select either easy level or medium level or hard level. And now people can select what they want, but easy level is 36 months. I see medium level is 24 months. Say hard level is 12 months. Say 12 months is hard level. So really easy level is 48 months. And now they have to choose. I mean, they have to choose between these nice and beautiful ideas. And then it's all the same inclusion. And I just write more information. Then I say, before you even go toward the next levels, and before you actually even start, guys, you have to understand that it's all that kind of way moving forward. And there's only one system for each one. But for each one, it works out to be something. And you have to understand that no matter what, the people have to follow it. And people have to follow the guidelines, yeah. Or you have to follow the guidelines. Or now, for myself at least, I'm learning very quickly about life. I want to help myself to have a page that says this. And I want to understand straight away I need to at least throw $10,000 within a few years within this business over here. And understand straight away that I'm learning very quickly about trying my application and helping myself to grow. But look, I'm learning in the process of everything. And I'm learning how to start my business from scratch to help people lose weight by just a phone call toward me. And then I hire people. I hire people to work for my company to go across the globe. I mean, it's just like that. I mean, it's just through an application. I mean, that's how you actually get employees these days, is you make people work for you through applications. And that's how you understand straight away how people are working for people these days. Is create an application that decides for you everything. And I'm learning to develop something. I'm learning to help myself to succeed differently, yeah? I'm learning how to put nice and beautiful way of life. And now what I want to do is I want to help myself to understand that no matter what, everybody's different. Everybody's different in terms of size and weight forward. But how do I do that? Now that's different. That's all different problems and different solving problems. I have no problems, but just solve them. Now this is something where I have to look at the person's weight and I have to make different tasks and different ways of doing things. So there's only one way, for each. There's only one way for each. So no matter what, I'm learning something. I'm learning how, as the steps go forward, I want to put level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, level 7. I want to help people to understand something. That for each one, unfortunately, it's much more how we pick. Unfortunately, we have to pick one at a time, yeah? Unfortunately, one at a time, and just rotate and rotate and rotate. And we have to choose much more. And if they want much more, they can choose to do much more than that. And they can explain themselves to choose much more of what they want in the idea. And that way I'm focusing on helping myself to show myself quickly that the application has to be simple. And it has to be showing a template of where you can go. There's millions of ways you can go through it. There's millions of ways you can go through this. And I have to select the way. So the way is flexible. So what I want to do is make sure that no matter what, that I'm just going toward those ways in one template form. Actually, there's one template. Actually, there's one way. Ask Jesus Christ, how many ways are there? Actually, Jesus Christ says one way. Actually, one way. I'm going to send them to veganism right away. Actually, send them to veganism right away for everything. Actually, for everything. So there's 4 templates. Actually, 4 templates. Actually, I can create 5 templates. I can create 5 templates. I can say all of this is nice and beautiful, but no matter what, I'm including economics in the business as well. So I should look at that. I should what you never do business. I should create an application now that says what you never do. Actually, now I'm not saying that's the business of what I'm doing now. See what you never do business. See what you never do. And it's a way to save money now. And they have to listen to it. Or they have to follow the rules. Actually, now that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing what you never do. I'm doing what you never do. But now is the time to do that. That's $1 million business. That's $1 billion business. Actually, now, what I want to do is teach people this in an application. But it starts off with an application via food and drinks, especially. And life. I understand life. It's what you never do. Actually, that's $1 billion idea, and you can make money on that as an application. So what I do, I ask Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ says, that's the way forward. Actually, now what I need to do is to create an application that says what you never do. And it's a weight loss application. And then it goes into the second package, which is financial economics. But first of all, I'm not saying something. I'm learning just the weight loss application. I'm learning very quickly about life. Learning how I ask Jesus Christ, do these people develop my application good, or what's happening with them? Actually, Jesus Christ says they can. I have to plan it out. I have to map it out because. See, hi Danny. See, my name is Lawrence. I'm a supervisor here at TopToll. So your inquiry comes through, and am interested in learning more about your project. See, can we connect for a few minutes? Sometimes, if I can get you to set up with some developers. I see. Click this link to schedule a call, or simply contact me via information below. See now. See now, I have to contact him. So what I want to do is, first of all, I have time to contact this guy, and I'll let it be that way. And what I want to do first is I want to plan this nice and beautiful application. So what I want to do is I need to start drawing something. I need to start drawing on paper. I need to start drawing. And now, can I draw it or do idea? I said do ideas, huh? I asked Jesus Christ. So Jesus Christ says do it in imagination. I said do it in imagination. And when I said Jesus Christ says draw it in paper format. And draw in paper formats. I mean, where's my paper? See paper format. See paper format. So create pages. And create pages in the application. I mean, let's have a look. I'll create pages and go by pages and statistics in the pages. So it's not sure how it is. So what I do is the pages is showing me something different. So what I want to do is I say welcome. I want to put a page that says I say easy. Say easy. Say easy. Say medium. Hard. I see 3 ways. So here I put really easy. So really easy. I say extra hard. So that's the first page. See page 1. See, it's much more how I feel. And then what I want to do is grow myself from this point on. Let's see basket employment. I'm learning that now I'm understanding straight away that the really easy one has to go straight away into food and dietary sources. So what I want to do is I want to help myself to explain that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about life over here. So I'm understanding straight away how to substitute food with food. So I see, so now I see, so if I have chocolate, say chocolate category, say chocolate category, see it goes into, so chocolate category goes into what? I say it has to be into 1. Say into 1 chocolate. Say 1 chocolate. See, number 1 chocolate is the best one. Say 1 chocolate only. Your choice. For next 2 weeks. And lifetime. I see chocolate. I say one chocolate of your choice into soy milk. See, now it's more how I feel. That's page 1. So no matter what, these are categories. So I have to categorize my page. So that's just one page. See, that's one category. See, by design, I'm making sure that no matter what, that I want to help myself to learn something. I'm learning something different. I see, so with pork, I see pork, I see soft drinks, equals 1 soft drink of your choice for 2 weeks. Say 1 soft drink. Say 1 soft drink of your choice into soy milk of any kind. See, now it's much more how I feel. It's much more how I feel. See, cheese. See, cheese is different. So these are pages and now categories that we're going to code. I'm pretty sure we're coding right now. So cheese. See, cheese equals 1 cheese of your choice only. Say 1 cheese of your choice into tofu. See, now it'll be that way. Actually, this can all be just one way forward. See, one way for everybody. There's one way for everybody. See, so one way for everybody, yeah? Actually, yeah. See, candy. See, candy equals 1 candy of your choice see 1 candy of your choice and what does that go into? So let's say 1 candy into chewing gum sugar free. See, it's much more how it is. So what I want to do is I have to contact this guy so I can do better. So I have to talk to him now. So that'll be.